Hey guys, Dani here, and welcome to my little corner of the internet. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. As many of you probably know, Taylor Swift is releasing her 6th studio album, Reputation, this Friday. I'm a huge fan of Taylor Swift. I have been since I was 7 years old. So in honor of the release, I want to look at the Reputation timeline and see what we can learn about how to launch a successful album. So the Reputation era kind of starts on August 18th, when Taylor Swift's social media and website had a complete blackout. This caused pandemonium across fans and news sources alike. Nobody could figure out why all of this was happening. We didn't know if it was the start of a new era or if Taylor had gotten hacked. This leads me to my very first point, which is to create buzz. In order to have a successful album, you want to have people talking about your album before it's released. What Taylor did by doing the social media blackout is that nobody actually understood what was happening, which means everyone was watching her website and her social media pages. This is an incredibly smart move because no matter what she did next, all eyes were on her, which means that everyone would find out about it very quickly. I remember seeing so many conspiracy theories online about what was happening, and fans even analyzing the color of the black to find a hidden message in it. 5 days later, Taylor Swift officially announced her album, the title, and the cover art. For previous albums, what Taylor usually did was to host an album announcement party. I particularly liked this because I have so many amazing memories of me and my friends gathering around somebody's house, somebody's TV, to watch the announcement. The social media blackout kind of served the same purpose as the normal announcement parties. It created buzz, which is what you want to do. Taylor also released 4 songs in anticipation for her album. Look What You Made Me Do, Ready For It, Gorgeous, and Call It What You Want. This is important to take a look at because we can see the strategies in the way she released the songs, when she released the songs, and the purpose of releasing singles before an album. Releasing singles before an album is very similar to having a trailer for a movie. It gives the consumer a preview of what the album is going to be about and if they might want to buy it or check it out or not. When trying to release a successful album, you want a popular single. If you don't have a popular single, it won't be played on radio stations and it won't get the attention that you need for people to know that your album is coming. What was particularly smart for Taylor in the way that she released her songs is the order in which she released them. Look What You Made Me Do was a strong and bold statement. It had people freaking out, especially the line about the old Taylor being dead. It was a new sound for a new era and a new Taylor. That message was really clear with Look What You Made Me Do. The other song that I want to point out in the 4 songs that she released is Call It What You Want. Call It What You Want to me seems like a love letter to her old fans. It had hints of the Taylor that we've all come to know and love, and kind of hushed the freak out of some people who were afraid that this new era and this new Taylor wasn't going to be a sound that they like and a Taylor that they enjoy. It was important for Taylor to come out swinging with Look What You Made Me Do, but it was also important for her to let the fans know that she still knew the kind of music that they wanted to hear, even though she's growing and evolving. So obviously, you and I don't have the fan base that Taylor Swift has created. So how would we get our album out there for people to know that it's coming besides somehow creating a #1 hit single? Some tips that you can use is by doing a social media blitz. The power of social media is incredible. If you use the right hashtags, you can really get some amazing buzz on your new music. Some other tips include sending your music to some small publications. This will work better depending on where you live. So for example, I live in Toronto, and Toronto has a highly competitive music scene. Even if I were to send out my record to some small publications, they aren't gonna really be featured and not a lot of people are gonna see them, versus someone who lives in a much smaller town and could maybe send their music to a local radio station or newspaper for them to review their album. Another great way is to send your music to some bloggers and social media influencers to try and get the word out about your album. The last and most important part of Taylor Swift's album release strategy, in my opinion, is her secret sessions. These are an amazing way that she creates community around herself and around her music. Taylor's secret sessions aren't something that you can win. It's not something that you can ask for, and there's really no way to get in unless you get noticed. It is something special that all of Taylor Swift fans look forward to, even though there's no written rules on how to get into the secret sessions. And especially as Taylor being as big as she is, I think that these secret sessions are a super important way that she gets to connect with her fans so that they know that their voice is still heard and that they feel like they have a personal connection to her and she feels like she has a personal connection to them. It is important as you build your career to continue to keep that connection with your audience. As musicians, we can't get anywhere without our fans. So it is important to always keep them in mind when you're doing things. So how do you launch a successful album? Besides the obvious of having good music that is well presented, you want to make sure that you create buzz, have a good single, get your name out there, and connect with your fans. Well, that's all I have for you guys today. If you like this case study type of video, please let me know by giving this video a thumbs up. And if you got value from this video and want to see more, please consider subscribing. I hope everyone has an amazing launch of this new era of Reputation, and I hope to see you guys next week. Bye!